Hey, my beautiful fam. Welcome to your February energy update. I am Divided Mind, and I am here to walk with you on your path to ascension and self growth. We are in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and it has been a little difficult for a lot of my clients. And I can only imagine, how things have been kind of either halted, gone the wrong way, not getting the results that we had intended, and it has an effect on how we operate and move forward. Many of you, including myself, have set up personal goals and things that we want to achieve this year, especially after 2020. We understand our value, what we have to bring to the table, and what we want, or at least we're getting a little bit clearer. So here comes Mercury retrograde, like skirt. Think again. And so I just want to connect with you guys and kind of talk things out with you. So I do ask during this reading that you practice discernment. If it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't resonate, leave it exactly where it is. Only give energy to what is worthy of you. And on that note, I'm going to start shuffling because I know y'all ready. It's like, girl, quit talking. But I will share with you guys before I did this reading, and most of my readings, I will meditate. And just to kind of calm and clear the space and get me out of my head and more into my spirit. I want my messages to be clear, intentional, and not really of me, right? So one of the things that I saw during my meditation was the sun and the moon. It reminded me of the moon card. And that spoke to illusion, to things not really appearing as they are. And of course, with retrograde, there could be conversations, text messages, energy that you feel, and just us reading into things maybe incorrectly, maybe not thoroughly or clearly. It could be a little muddled. So I definitely want us to keep in mind to stay grounded. If you stay grounded in who you are, where you're going, and just stay true to that, you can navigate through any storm because you've kind of got your eye on the sparrow. You feel it energetically where you need to be moving towards. So don't get distracted with, don't get confused is what I'm hearing. Don't let people, there are a few of you guys, don't let people, that may have been for Libra because the Justice card just came up. And that's about, things being balanced, being fair, things working out. Even if they don't appear so immediately, things working in your favor, but you also have to do the work. It's not just going to fall at your lap. You have to do the energetic work, staying grounded. So if there's any Libras that are watching, this is Yobo. This is Yo. Yeah, you want to really take heed to that message about being confused, or letting someone else. Yeah, it's definitely relationship wise with Libras. It doesn't have to be intimate. Just letting someone else's ideas, someone else's energy be forced upon you and confuse where you're going. Don't let that happen. So once again, take a deep breath. Please leave messages to those who need to hear from where they are to where they need to go. Let's see what we have. Seven of Swords. that definitely speaks to what I was saying about standing your ground and being grounded. If you notice, there's a lot of kind of like red and yellow, which talks about, and also the different color chakras down here. So, and the orangish yellow one or whatnot. So willpower, essentially, your chakra dealing with willpower and desire. Your lower chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. Make sure that you are working on those chakras, because during this time of Mercury retrograde, where things are kind of not appearing as they are, you need to trust in self. You need to hold on to your beliefs and understandings. Don't forget the things of the past. Don't forget how certain people moved and this and that. I know, people can change and stuff, but don't be distracted. Stay grounded. And by all means, have boundaries. And it's interesting, Virgo, I see she's pretty much sitting in her globe, meaning she's untouchable. She's sitting in her bubble, nice and happy, peace, namaste. She's going to let this retrograde just float on by, right? She's not going to get caught up in the hoopla of what other people are going through or what may not be going right in the energy around us. She's grounded. So if you don't know how to ground yourself, you can take Epsom salt baths. You can walk around. I know it's cold outside. Typically people will tell you to walk outside in the grass with no shoes on so that your feet could feel the ground. Your feet can feel the earth basically supporting you. But you can also work with your plants. Go grab a plant from the store, water your plant, talk to your plant, and see how, plant life and flowers and just the energy outside, the birds, just how the energy is not resistant. If it rains, it grows. If it doesn't, it shrivel up and dies. I mean, it's kind of extreme, but sometimes we just have to go with the flow. And if we've learned anything from Mercury retrograde, it is that you cannot go against the tide. It will drown your ass, okay? And then wash you up on shore without your clothes on, without your drawers. So get grounded. If you can't go outside, walk around in your house without any shoes on, and just be aware of the ground and the elements and the structures, everything that you have created to support you in this life. Meditate is wonderful. If you're not a big fan of meditating, some people find it to be difficult. I would implore you to put your headphones on and just sit there with the music. It gets you out of your mind. You're into the lyrics, you're into the sound, binaural beats. Let it take you over. So that you don't start, making drama and shit. But keep your thoughts unwavering, stay grounded, and be vigilant in your boundaries, especially with people. Poor Libras. Because I have Libra in my chart, Libra rising, and I don't know why they're just like kind of screaming out to me right now. It's very difficult for them to not be liked, seen, appreciated, because they are amazing people, but they don't always get, they're always looking for balance because it's not easily given to them. So hold on, Libras. It's almost over, and I have a feeling when we get in Pisces season, things will get better for you and the relationships that you have on an emotional level. All right, this is supposed to be collective, so y'all, don't be hogging. So the next card that we have is the Devil. Mm-mm. Look at this beautiful creature right here. Good God. Somebody, I won't say somebody, as if someone is out to get you, trying to pull you, trying to take you down. But with the Seven of Wands, I definitely feel like some of you may have some trouble with the boundaries. Some of you may, especially the last weekend was Super Bowl weekend. So drinking, smoking, being with people that you probably shouldn't be hanging out with. Not because they're really bad or anything, but they just don't serve any purpose in where you're going. And I do see with the Devil card distractions. This can also be a tendency to think negatively about your situation. If you're starting a business and a new relationship, or in the middle of making changes or a transformation, and you're not yet seeing the fruits of that labor yet, you're not really there yet. You're wondering if you should keep going, if you should stop, if you should give up. Definitely watch the ego. The ego can, help you shine, but the ego can also inhibit you. It can hold you back because it wants to protect you. And, I feel like a lot of us, because I'm right there with you in the trenches, have done so much work, and the progress has come really quickly at the beginning of this year. And so now we're starting to run into some of those first initial hurdles, and things slowing down with Mercury retrograde. And so it's like, wait, did I get ahead of myself? Am I in the wrong place at the wrong time? Did I do something wrong? And so you're going back. You're going to go hang out with that person that gives you comfort. You're drinking a little bit too much because it keeps you from thinking. You smoking a lot because it keeps you calm, rather than doing the work to balance out that energy. Because, spirit is going to open up doors for you, but you've got to do your part. You can't just be easily deterred. Stay committed. Stay committed to whatever it is that you are wanting to do, wanting to have for yourself, changes that you need to see happen for you and your family this year. Stay committed. Do not fall for don't fall for this guy, this girl, this guy, that job, that situation, that whatever it is. And I know a lot of us know it. A lot of us know it, because I'm remembering conversations or readings that I've had for the collective December and January. And yeah, we know. We just playing right now. Yep. Last card I'm going to pull on this is the Seven of Cups. It's definitely about the emotions. So it may be a little uncomfortable, the decisions that you have to make right now. It may be a little uncomfortable to detach from certain people. It may be uncomfortable to leave that job and start your own business. It may be really, really uncomfortable, because a lot of us don't want to go backwards, really. We don't want to make the same mistakes. So we want to make the right choice. And in doing so, sometimes we can paralyze ourselves. I know as a Virgo, that's something that I struggle with, is I have too much information and not enough action. And I think it's very, very important. It's funny, we have 2 sevens here. 2 sevens. And let me see. 7, 7, 14, 15 for the Devil, 29. 2 and 9 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Yeah, girl, love math. Numerology for 2 is typically people whose like life path, or You are an emotional person. So a lot of us are in a state of emotion, um, fear, anxiety, confusion, not wanting to really detach from the places, people, and things that don't serve us. We're kind of dipping our foot back into the shit that, was left, that we stepped over just about a month or so ago. Now we kind of inching back because we don't know where to go. You don't know which route to choose. Yeah. So grounding, speaking your truth. A lot of times I find when I speak what's on my mind. So find a trusted person or hit me up. I do readings. We can have a conversation, tarot counseling, or a trusted person that you can just just let it all out with. And that way you can get it out of here, can get it out of here. And when you hear yourself saying these things, and maybe even the energy of that person who's probably heard you talk about it 19 times over the last year, it'll click. It'll click. You done got it all out. It'll click. It'll settle, and then you'll get right back on course. You'll remember who you are and where you're going. So if you're starting to feel underwhelmed, overwhelmed by what's going on in your life, things aren't turning out exactly how they're supposed to, baby, it's Mercury retrograde. And I'm a Virgo. That's, Virgos are ruled by the planet of Mercury. So, I mean, I don't really, I'm like, oh, Mercury retrograde or whatever. I flow. I'll ride that wave. I surf that bitch. Okay. So, I mean, it's not all bad stuff, but you do have to understand that the energy is working that way intentionally so you can slow down, take a step back, be thankful for what you created. Be thankful for, I did get here. I am more aware. Because that in itself is all what the journey is for. I mean, it's growth, and sometimes we don't recognize it, and we trip and we stumble, but that's a part of us running. We got places to go. We're not standing still. So the propensity or the chance that you're going to trip while you're running, while you're taking off is great, but get back up, maybe have a moment, get your medical box out, get what you call those emergency little medical boxes, get that out, put your alcohol on your feelings, and put some wrap on it, put a cold press on it, and then get up and start moving again. Because I know the people that are listening to my reading, you're not asleep. Okay, you take a few naps every now and again, but we are divinely connected. You wouldn't have gotten to this page or this reading otherwise. So you've got work to do. I do too. And that's why I'm like, girl, if you don't get this reading done and talk to your people, enough with the hermit, okay? Coming out. So yeah, let me see if anything else is coming through. Let's see. I'm curious. I do not want to deal with the devil right now, but whatever. Actually, I want to. Okay, let me stop playing. I want to pull out the Soul's Journey card because these cards by James Van Praagh. I think he's a well-known psychic, I think. Baby, these cards are always like, they're on my head and they're so cute. They're so cute. So let's see what comes through. Take a deep breath. Where they are, they need to go. What soul journey message do you have from the top, please? Discipline. Stop playing. A lot of y'all, like I said, we've got goals, we got stuff to do. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Quit playing. Quit playing. Quit playing. You know, don't you choose that damn steak. and it don't have to be the hard one either. It does not have to be the hard route. You know, I get the feeling from Virgos, Capricorns, Earth signs, it don't have to be difficult, baby, to get to where you need to go. So don't make it, our lives are hard enough. Don't make it any harder by being distracted and throwing wrenches, throwing, you know, bullshit in your way. Stay grounded. Stay disciplined. Let me see what else comes through. And this is crown. Wear your crown. Act accordingly, right? Be that queen, be that king, right? See, I'm starting to we're starting to get a little gorilla, right? Because the message is on point, okay? Earth is a dimension of obstacles and challenges, but you have been given discipline as your birthright. It is time to remind yourself what your soul has come back to this planet to learn. This is a great opportunity to reevaluate your priorities and go about your daily tasks with a new system of managing your life instead of being the passive recipient of whatever comes your way. Do not, and I try not to like when I do my readings, I don't want to be bossy and stuff, but we family, right? You're on this channel, then we family, so I'm going to talk to you like my family. Do not. And as I'm talking, you know I'm talking to myself. Like, quit playing. Quit playing. Let's see here. Because it's a distraction. Whoever this person, whatever you're doing that's not in alignment with your goals is a distraction. Distractions can easily get us off the work of our soul. And if we give in to this apathetic impulse, we can miss many well-placed and pre-planned teachings needed for our inherent growth. Learn that satisfaction of a task completed is more emotionally rewarding than a task delayed. I am with this, and she don't have to pray and meditate after this because I just moved personally, and you know, Virgos like to be organized, and again, I don't know if you guys know, I'm a Leo cusp, so I also like to be in charge. You move what, where? Huh? Where that's going? No. So I allowed that to let me slip up a little bit as far as my goals, and nah, we done with that. We done with that, right? We done with that. Take a deep breath. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, higher consciousness, for forever raising me, for forever raising us to the higher energy in which is instilled. Feel that. Feel that. Because you are that. Don't ever forget that. from the top, please. I have to say that because the bottom be calling me. And I don't know why. I feel like because I can kind of see the bottom. And this keeps, I've seen this a few times, which is be strong. And I'm just going to, what I say, the bottom always calls. Okay. And Bridget, what does it say? Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Meaning stand your ground in your journey, in your goals, don't get distracted. Don't get played. Don't get played. Be strong. She's sitting there with the lions at her feet. Boss. Okay? I know there's a couple people. I know there's a lot of people listening to this that have that boss energy. Because, I mean, a lot of people probably may think, you know, may not like the way I read, or, you know, to each his own. There's some readers I'm like, bye, I can't. But whoever is here, okay, it's time to rise. I'm going to see you at the top. Now, I'm going to pull from the top because that's what I asked for. Sometimes you just got to like hug spirit. Because when you ask for messages and boom, 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 like, what do you say? Ask and you shall receive, right? So what you asking for with your energy? Well, what you doing? What are you asking for? Right? So we need to get clear. So here comes White Tara. This is earth sign energy, earth sign and water sign energy all day. Sensitivity. We are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Put that bottle up. Shut that app down. That Tinder, that I'm thinking of a friend right now because I know she's being tempted. But shut it down. Get focused. Write, take a list, get a piece of paper, write those goals down if you haven't already. Write a manifestation list. Write at least 3 to 5 things you must execute on a daily basis. Whether it's get up, give thanks, drink 8 glasses of water, go on a 2-mile walk, call friends and family, practice self-love, affirmations, do something to keep fuel in your tank, because these outside sources, they are not going to replenish you. This is like, it's like somebody putting water in vodka or something. Eventually you're gonna figure out it's watered down. You're not gonna have anything, you know, you're not gonna get to where you need to go. And I know that's a bad analogy when I'm telling y'all put the bottle down, but a few of y'all out there who like to drink gonna catch that message. Okay, so stop fueling up your tank with the bullshit. It's not gonna get you anywhere. Well, I think that's all for today, folks. I had a good time with you guys, and I hope that you stay in the highest high. We may not be perfect. We may not be what everybody wants, but we are, without a doubt, divine in all of our ways. So don't forget that. And from my mind, my knowledge, my heart, my understanding unto you. Namaste.